keeping.
Just such like I'm pretty stoned today, so like I'm
Hell yeah.
gonna just brazenly just say that these are some strong fucking words. I'll believe it when I see it.
Just do it.
It is a reason to try though. How far into it are you?
To be honest, it's how do I put this? I'm going through the circles of just like the main body of it is done. Scripting is done. The recording is done. It's just our favorite thing. Also, I'm actually wondering about that. I say it sarcastically because I really am not a fan of editing. How do you find editing? Because that's what needs to be done, basically. And I'm just like,
I quite enjoy it, I think. I think more just in the same way as that I don't know everything I'm doing, but I know like sort of how to use it enough that it feels kind of like confident. The confidence in using it just make it feel better because like I know what I'm doing. To a degree, I guess.
yeah, I think the confidence is lacking from my side. Hence me being like, oh yeah, I'll do it at some point, and then I'm just like, oh, do I really want to do this? It goes back and forth essentially, but
I feel like you chose a rather ambitious. Like, I'm gonna do a massive video essay on sinners. It's gonna be my comeback to whatever.
I mean, true, but like it. I think the best way to describe it is I generally haven't felt like so inspired to like talk about something in a very long time. I guess.
Yeah, which is the best reason to do it.
Yeah, because like regardless, I know for a fact that I'm never going to like give up on it. I just need to. I think you said it to me best, actually, a couple of months ago at the very least. It's better to have something done than to have it perfect. And I think I just need to start living by that again, essentially, because I'm sliding back into like, oh, if I can just do it like this, it'll be perfect. But, like,
I just had an idea, which I should have like had the idea like months ago, really. But like maybe you should have like split the whole thing down into like each little video just about an element of.
Ooh.
And then maybe you could have got like. Yeah, too late now. But like maybe it would also be another like if you like you said you split it into sections almost like where you're using. Didn't you say that you were talking about the music in certain places and then so I guess you could look at it as going, well, I was going to do one video, but why don't I split this down into a little series of like shorter ones where you just do each section and then you can just kind of like order them in which one you think's most important for storytelling. They'll also be self-contained because it's they're like evergreen because it's just this is a video about this part of the film or this aspect. Yeah.
Hey, I am not against that, not gonna lie.
But if you get one done then you're like, oh, okay.
This is possible.
Feels good to get one done.
Yeah.
Green Dead.
You're back.
Welcome back.
Rebooted my router and now I seem to get signal, which is nice.
Excellent. So you were out last night.
Yeah, I guess. Unsurprisingly, I don't recall all that much of it. I'm pretty sure I had a nice time because I went to my brother's for a bit and then we're like, well, we're pretty busy for like a month of weekends now, so we should probably make the most of this one. And yeah, from what I gather, I had quite a nice time. Woken up with a song from Sweeney Todd in my head, so I assume we were singing along to that at some point. So that's fun. Bucking no trends or stereotypes whatsoever.
Yeah, I like the dynamic that's within the group of characters, there is the vegan Buddhist who always seems to be calling in from his bed because he's been on a massive bender.
You can't call me that anymore.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's the 90s.
Yeah.
I remember.
How you boys been?
I'm all right. I was just gonna say, unironically, I remember at my last workplace, this guy coming and he was just sort of like innocently ignorant, and he just casually called someone a bender, in like, which it elicited like two things. Is one was like, you can't say that anymore, and then the other one was just like, my God, I've not heard anyone call someone a bender since like the 90s. It was,
Oh my God. It's such a fucking, like, it is an hilarious term. Bender.
and me and I remember me and my brother being quite obsessed with the Wimpy, because the Wimpy had like a sausage in a bun called a bender in a bun, and that in the 90s that was the very height of like hilarity for me and my brother. And
That is good.
and the copy, like the sort of the marketing text on it said, "Enjoy a bendyrumptious bender in a bun." Me and my brother were particularly obsessed with the term bendyrumptious.
That does sound like Polari as well.
Well, I don't know whether it's like it could well be, what do they call it, like a Mandela effect or something like that. Mate,
Just
over
accidentally
time,
invented it retrospectively.
me and my brother crafted this thing, or he did, of like. But I swear it was on like the menu, written in text, the bendyrumptious bender in a bun, which again has stayed with me forever.
That is truly fantastic. It was worth getting up this morning just to learn about the Bendyrumptious bender in a bun, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean, what?
Oh,
I
God,
mean,
that
there's
Bender
also
bread.
there's also just a new game to be played by typing the
They do a bendy and cheese.
bendyrumptious.
On r/casual UK, there's a post from 2 years ago that says important news. We have changed the name of Bender.
Oh God. Wimpy's a mad one. They're still doing it with like crockery. Like
Like Wimpy itself feels like a Mandela effect thing. Like it feels like it should
they're
never come
they're
back.
still going, but like they're kind of like a. I love that their USP is like we've got crockery.
There was a Wimpy in this place called Cannock, which is like, it's where all the like EDL types live, in Wolves. But there was just this, like, one lone Wimpy that wasn't any bigger than just like a hole in a wall type restaurant. And for some reason, it didn't have any decimal points on any of the prices. So everything was charged in pennies. It was like 600 pennies for a bender.
Which is very kind of like medieval.
Yeah. It's like that Grandpa Simpson who said, "Give me 2 Bs for a quarter." And 600 bendies. Ugh.
I'm looking
What a
at
weird one.
like a Facebook thing. Oh, the bender in a bun has been a Wimpy staple for 40 years. I don't know.
You can't even buy a bender in a bun because of woke.
Oh no, this is from 2018. I think about this. Like, is this the same thing that happened to Dr. Brain and his faggots? I can remember my nan calling my brother the F slur and meaning it in a completely different way because my brother was like had chubby cheeks.
Oh my God.
She called him a faggot, and it's like, I guess that's like Overton window shifting, things change, you know.
but it's it's fun to pretend that she meant it. As well.
Yeah. But yeah. I just looking at.
Get up in the morning without my own nan calling me a faggot.
I do. I'm assuming they do still sell faggots.
Yeah, and they are still called faggots.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, it's a very slight, almost imperceptible change in the way it's said. Faggot. It's not got the. You almost have to invoke like the speech pattern of like a Yorkshire butcher or something. Like.
Well, we have faggots and pays in the Black Country.
Yeah, exactly. And weren't they made by Mr. Brain or Dr. Brain? So fucking demented. Mr. Brain's faggots.
Mr. Brain. Oh, it's such a no. Back to the words. Knowing what faggots are.
Yeah.
But don't call it brains. It's just adding to the horror of the faggot.
The brain faggot sounds like it would come out of like the monstrous manual.
Man, I am looking at I'm looking at the pictures on the Wimpy website, and it does not look good.
I mean, whilst I look at Wimpy, that's a side kind of like a bit of a side question. Is questionable meats consumed from cans, like how before? I'm assuming, Mark, that before you were vegan or whatever, you grew up on the same utterly shit diet that everyone else did. But how
meat
far
that takes on the shape of its container?
did you ever have the Campbell's meatballs?
Yes, I loved them. As a kid.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably disgusting.
If I think back to all the fucking things I've eaten that have come out of cans, like
Right,
the all day
Like living in-
breakfasts, oh mate.
I had a friend that used to eat those just straight from the can when he was hungover. Like a cold all-day breakfast in a can.
You've got to heat them up. I can't be doing without none of this sort of.
Well, it's like it has that like a more congealed substance to it when it's not heated up, does it? So it's it's just
sorry, I've stopped concentrating because I put the Wimpy website on and the hero banner at the top is proper flashing stuff at me, like making me want to go Wimpy. They've got a carousel, it moves quickly, it's kind of like I saw a bender, had a tomato in the middle of it.
It's such a shame obviously it's a shame they've changed it to Bender. Because the Big and Mighty at one point would have said that it contained a pork bender. Oh gosh, these are unappetizing photos, and normally, at least on, it's a fact well known that the McDonald's that you get does not look like the picture.
Yeah.
So maybe Wimpy does look more like its pictures, or maybe the food is so disgusting that
I'm going to save this picture
in comparison.
I'm going to copy this picture and put it into a clip file right now before I lose it. If you're on the Wimpy website, I went to explore, and there's a fucking amazing picture next to like the history of the firsts, and it's like,
oh my god, it's like the most 70s thing. Are we talking about the woman in the blue top?
Yes.
Good god, and is that a mullet?
Yeah, they've got like 90s mullets.
Yeah, the elder child has a mullet, and the young child has not even a bowl cut.
But
it's just it's like someone's just kind of given his space, and room to see things.
I need to steal them for the yeah, I've got the thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. I have them. I've captured their souls. The dude looks kind of familiar.
He looks like a famous actor that I can't quite.
Yeah, I'm sure it is very not meant this way, but it does look like the White family from the early 90s has come to Wimpy, and there's people of colour working in the kitchen.
And they're not looking directly at them.
The other night I went on an adventure to nowhere, as I keep calling it, which was I went to pick Connie up from the Royal Albert Hall, which was just like a procession of buses until I got there. Thought I could go through Hyde Park, but Hyde Park closes rather sensibly, probably when the sun goes down. Even though I looked up, it said it was open to 12, but I had to walk all the way around outside anyway. There was loads of people. I hate people, and people make it harder to get Ubers. So we just walked away, and we went to we ended up on Sloane Street or whatever, like up in the fancy parts of towns. We eventually got a cab, got an Uber, but because like apparently it would have been quicker to get like the next level up, which was like the top level, and by that point I was like so tired of my adventure to nowhere that like I got fucking angry. It was just like they were getting it, so I said, "Yeah, I'll get that." And then because I got the most expensive one, I don't know if you've ever done this on Uber, it essentially gives you the ability to like set the rules of engagement.
Oh my God.
And so you could, I just left them both as like, whatever, I don't give a shit. But like, as I was looking, I was like, what the fuck? So I could have actually changed it. So like, there was one option for conversation. So you could basically say, come here and shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Talk to me.
That is like.
And you can set the temperature and stuff like that. Like,
oh, that's quite cool.
So but I could see a way of that could be like it's like the video that Dan Olsen did on like NFTs, and it's like they haven't even begun to really understand the new and cruel ways that people could use these things to fuck other people. And it's like if I was a big old cunt and like, don't talk to me, peon, and then I'd also just set the temperature like to freezing cold, just to punish like him like on his way there, I guess. Like,
like I don't think I've ever had like a white Uber driver. And the racial dynamics of a white man summoning his driver and instructing him ahead of time not to speak to him, just it's like mine. Like I'm uncomfortable conceiving of it.
But that's why I found it so amusing. It's like, God, if you're willing to pay the money, you can literally tell you can tell. And also, like you said, you can silence the minority by telling him through the app to do not bother me.
Oh, good grief.
Oh God, these pictures as well are kind of like quite false. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like colour in their eyes and make them look demonic, I think.
I think I can safely say that I've never been less appetised by a marketing photo of some food than how I feel looking at the Wimpy website. Very sad.
I mean, part of me wants to say they're like an institution, but I don't really think they are, because I kind of feel
in the picture, it's obviously it's because prices were lower back then, but it is done in pence. So the half-pound burger is 197 pennies. What a weird collection of various bits.
Well, I mean, the next one, I mean, so Ben, have you ever even seen a Wimpy?
No, I don't think I have.
Like, they were like Britain's answer to like McDonald's. McDonald's threw down the gauntlet and Britain answered with crockery.
Yeah, I've been on the website.
By setting the table.
I've never seen one IRL in my life.
They are very rare these days. I think they're like more of almost like a speciality.
Oh shit! I know. Like I vaguely remembered the mascot, but I didn't realise he was like an actual beef eater.
There's one in Maidstone. It's not like super close to me, but that's a lot closer than I thought it would be.
But that's also a fun, weird little like mission. Do you know what I mean? we went to like it's not quite Harold and Kumar, but it's like, you know, we went to Maidstone to get the
Wait, no, there's one even closer. Actually, where like Lucy used to live. What the hell?
you're in the land of the Wimpy.
What?
Found a
No.
printed aluminium 1970s Wimpy menu on eBay.
Holy shit. This must be
Nice.
new, surely.
They did soup. The soups were 9p.
9p.
9p. Yeah.
9p.
Bendy Frankfurter.
Egg Bender. Oh my god. There's Bender, the meaty Frankfurter. 16p and what, a shilling? 1/20. There's the
Who?
Bender brunch, an egg bender, and a Bender egg brunch. He's such an egg bender.
The last egg bender.
Oh,
Um,
probably was, to be fair.
Triple quarter pounder bacon and cheese. Who would want this?
French fried potatoes.
Sounds all right to me.
It's just
The Bender. Oh god, the picture. Oh god damn. It's just.
wow.
Yeah, I think we can safely say that Wimpy's heart was not in its advertising. It's
I mean,
the dessert, which I think is profiteroles, but it's called the brown derby, and it does look like a shit. But it's only 17p.
Wow. I've truly learned something new.
I'm making like a really sinister picture. I found out if I use like this certain effect, kind of looks a bit fucked up. Maybe I should give it a texture like a.
There's a place in the UK called Dingwall.
Oh, that's the least of your worries. I don't know how to phrase. I don't know how to phrase that sentence. Well, I suppose that's not really what I wanted to say was or convey is that, Ben, do you know how many fucking ridiculous place names there are in England? We are the kings of just stupidly named things.
I'm beginning to get the
with an
indication.
E at the end.
That burger looks so fake, but I would so eat it. Because I'm not averse to like unnatural looking foods.
No, fair. Like the Sonic curry again, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like I need to make this picture sort of like sepia, or maybe I can. I can share my screen.
You're not able to download pictures of shit on eBay.
What, sorry?
I don't know. I'll just send the link. Just dropping the link in the chat.
Oh god.
Just because if you look at this, it's an eBay link I just put in the Discord chat, but like the picture of the Delta brunch and the Delta grill, I think I can safely say it isn't something that I ever want to put in my mouth. Apparently it's pork. It looks like someone's done a sick on it. Oh, good God. A truly cursed meal.
Let me have a look. How does I? Oh, yeah, there we go. No, yes.
Wait, Mark, I don't think I have. Put the link in the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat for like the voice channel.
Oh, there's a. I didn't even know there was.
Where do I find?
Hold on.
Hang on, I'll WhatsApp it.
No, it's silent. I was trying to get it on the computer. I just don't know where. How am I not seeing?
Oh, you have to click the little. Yeah. So where is it? General? Yeah, to your left. Yeah, that. I've never used this before in my life.
Good to know.
I didn't. Oh.
but it's
Oh,
just like
It's selling for £4.50.
God, that is so the aesthetic of like a greasy
right.
spoon cafe.
That's it. But like the third row of, I guess, what we're calling meals. But like the image is that's just fucking horrific,
Oh.
man.
Delta
Oh.
Grill.
The Delta
Like, is
brunch.
that even
Yeah.
cooked?
I mean, I'd probably be all over the Delta Grill. What is it? That's a bendy. There's a bender with a
That's Bender.
tomato. And that.
Bender when I say one.
So that's what they were doing with the bender originally. They were sticking a tomato in the middle. A tomato bender.
Right? Like it doesn't. Like I never liked the grilled tomato and stuff. It's like just
No,
smashing half
no.
a whole tomato in the middle of a sausage.
I
It's
think
really.
the one on the like. I'm assuming the meats on the Delta is like a sort of like a grill steak type thing, like some sort
It
of
says it's pork.
reconstituted.
Yeah.
Could it be pork chops? I mean,
Yes, and I'm assuming that like the paste is like an applesauce or like an attempt thereof. The egg bender.
it's so puerile, but like, and it's so like wrong. But obviously, yeah. I mean, God, the amount of times like someone would call someone a bender. Such was the 90s. It says that someone's selling like a fucking menu from the 1970s, $4.49. Where have they got this from?
Well, it says they've got six sold 65 of them. So
They're
I guess
just
it's
they're
just
just
like a
making prints,
recreation.
yeah. Or we can get a
Yeah.
whipsy.
Also, they've spelled menu wrong there.
Oh,
Under the whipsy, they've put an E at the end of menu. It's like a menu.
yeah. I do like a whipsy.
That's neither here nor there.
15p for a
Whipsy,
whipsy.
oh, I know.
3p for a biscuit. Pastries, biscuits, pastries, various. Soft ice cream,
Assorted.
roll and butter, marmalade or jam. What's
It's just
wrong? What's
whether it contains non-milk fat. Upsetting. It just puts some like tallow in the ice cream for reasons.
what is the shanty grill? Is that a bit of a? Is there some sort of like anti-Irish? I don't know. What's that
I
about?
think
They
it's
deliver it
like
and they sing a song to you.
sea shanty.
Right. Okay.
Because the fish and chips is also referred to as shanty.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
assuming that they were going for like a theme that they just didn't fully embrace.
A shanty salad.
The sailors, well known for their benders. Many a
It's all linked
yeah.
by links.
That's the yes. Bendy links.
What? How do we get onto?
Yeah, so we've got the South Sea Grill.
How did we get onto Wimpy? Why are we talking about it?
Because we were just talking about shit.
Oh, okay. We're talking about faggots, weren't we?
Oh yeah, well yeah. How did we get onto those? But I was going to say, what about Ben? Are you aware of like Little Chefs?
No.
Little Chef is like there are still some going, but they're like roadside diners. A lot of it's gonna be like, the food was like shit, but they were kind of like, I guess they were sort of Britain having a go at the American diner, but
Yeah, it's like service station type things.
It couldn't get itself away from the fact that it is actually British. So it was obviously like you can see what they're going for, but it was probably shittily British as well. Like you could get like tea cake and butter or something like not.
Oh,
I don't know. It was they must still be going. Where's the menu? 2025. Bitches menu spot. Do they not have their own website? That's come on. They've even got a fandom page.
Okay.
I want to know what's like. Maybe it is this one then. Maybe they're owned by some. Oh, fuck off!
Ew.
No, look what they've done. They've
God,
used
happened.
fucking AI to make their fucking. Oh my!
No, stop. That's an AI bender. Apparently it closed in 2017.
Sosa's
Mm.
Toanti. Oh, okay. So this is pure fantasy.
Sauce.
Sosa's Elasticity. Little chef.
AI was hilarious when it was bad because it, like, when it
Yeah,
just
exactly.
invented words with shapes.
What's this? What's that? It's like the egg. What?
Oh, good.
Some
It's got
horrid egg.
Is that like an attempt at some part of an egg on toast on the left?
Yeah.
Is it like a white yolk with no further egg? Well, the horrors of
Grim.
British cuisine.
What is menu spot? Is this? Do people just come and make fake menus? Why am I suddenly in like a Chinese takeaways menu? Just seamlessly, I started scrolling. I found myself like it's like fucking what's it called? Alice in Wonderland or some shit. Stumbling down different rabbit holes. So what have you been doing with your weekends, Ben?
Oh gosh. To be honest, I haven't been doing too much. I've got the week off, so
You've got the week off as well.
Yeah, this upcoming week. Yeah,
I'm not at work either.
Oh hell yeah!
Because I'm painting my whole way.
Yeah.
Today is going to be like
Oh shit!
Slovenly Sunday, and then I'll get to it because I've been very, very stoned since I went and got some weeds, and nothing's getting done very quickly. I do think I'm gonna after we finish this, I'm gonna go to Waitrose and get some bits to eat for dinner, and then I will need to start my efforts in earnest. So, are you going to be working on your sinners? On your week off?
No, like this is the best time to do so. But also, I'm just going to take some time. I literally cannot remember the last time I took like time off, so I'm very much looking forward to that. But yeah, just sorting out the office, just really, really getting back to like the things that I actually enjoy doing, and I'll have energy for doing as well. So, as soon as video is going to be one of them. I do want to do some drawing. It's been a hot minute since I've drawn anything, so I'll do a little bit of that as well. So really excited.
What are you going to draw?
I have no clue yet. There are lots of random objects in my office that I'm just going to have a crack at.
Oh, so still life.
Yeah. Still life at the moment. Yeah, just to see how I can make that work.
Do you have any nerd paraphernalia you can?
Too much nerd paraphernalia, I reckon, and I think that is precisely why I'm not trying to like dip into that into that deep end, because I know that if I try, I'll just get a little bit too obsessed. But something like that. And also, the most important and fun thing is I'm going to be doing a little bit of D&D writing for you guys. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, so
yes.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, I've been scribbling down literally like one sentence like ideas that have just popped into me in like a notebook that I have of mine. But I'll have the time, energy, and space to actually expand on that this week. So
what am I, Father Maximus Posterior? I'm gonna find someone. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was about to say that this is probably the first D&D campaign that I'll ever play that is actually planned and doesn't just descend into abject stupidity.
I mean,
But then part of the Maximus Posterior was was
Well,
referenced, so
I
maybe
mean,
it won't be.
he's, you know, obviously he has a funny name, but like, and I feel like it will be joyous, but if you think about it too much, it could become rather sinister. Because like, obviously my whole like thing is going to be to try and just basically start a cult. I think.
oh, that'll be fun. No, I'm very excited for that, and also I've had some really fun ideas for antagonists. I think I told you about this for one of my other D&D groups, but I I had the idea of just making someone's character in another group just witness the land that they were kind of raised on, and they became a bard on, just be kind of, what's the word, flattened and turned into holiday homes. And I RP'd as like a kind of
Oh God.
contractor who was like saying, oh yeah, this is really exciting with by making this place into a holiday home, we could get rid of all of like the trashy types of like nature and stuff. What we want is just to have like people coming here, spending their money, enjoying the beaches, but not really taking part of the culture or anything.
You've
And it was
like,
just great
is
seeing
it?
her like fume.
Is this like just like Fern Gully or some shit? You've like sort of built out every like 80s bad guy where it's like nature is precious. Here comes the bad guy. Who's the bad guy? Oh, it's the corporate suit of the company that wants to buy the land.
It's a start. I think I'll
It's
have
the
to.
one slur.
I'm gonna have to advance a couple of things with you guys, but it'll be good fun. I
Do
am
you
very much looking forward.
do you
to it.
write your own, or do you like to sort of like half follow like a campaign book? Or do you just do that for the setting and then you make your own shit up around it? Let us into your process, Ben.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's been a mix of pretty much everything. So for the other two groups, I've used an expanded and slightly adjusted campaign called what's it even called? We started it so long ago. Jesus Christ. It's called Waterdeep. Something Waterdeep. And it's
Right.
basically like a heist ish. But some people really really like Waterdeep. There's almost like a mini cult following around that specific D&D campaign, that people have like kind of rewritten it and revised it to make it into their own, and it's available online. So I have looked at the revised version and I really like a lot of it, but I also wanted to have a little bit more of like interplanar travel. So I took the already amended campaign, amended it for something that would include travel in different like
Is that
planes.
like Spelljammer shit? Or
It's so the idea is not Spelljammer per
not
se.
on
So
cool galleons that fly through space?
no, I really want to run a Space Jammer session at some point, but I haven't read any of Spelljammer. I decided to go instead to take one of the parties to the Feywild, which was a lot of fun. That will be, I'll be over pretty soon. And then the other group, I'm going to keep them probably in Waterdeep, but I'm also just going to bring other entities into Waterdeep as well. So yeah, in answer, it's a mix of everything. I haven't done a full like solo written campaign. I'm somewhat tempted. I'm somewhat tempted with you guys, but I also think that the time that it would take versus just getting up and started would take too much time. My idea for this group specifically is just to we'll do a starter thing, but then that'll give me time to like build the world a little bit more.
Do we know what setting we're starting in?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this. There's a lot of fun, especially with like what you have here, and I really, really wanted to do like Curse of Strahd style, but unfortunately, my uni friend, he's DMing that, and if I go into that, I will see massive spoilers for my own campaign. So
Very
apologies.
true.
I really, really wanted to
We
do Curse of Strahd.
we started Curse of Strahd once, and like to reference what I just said about how everything like descends into abject stupidity. We ended up cutting a vampire's dick off and
Hell
nailing
yeah.
it to his head, because that's how you tell if someone's a vampire.
Naturally.
What
Um,
I was gonna
So yeah, but this is why we keep running through DMs, because the group never takes anything seriously.
yeah.
we we used
You
to
go ahead.
get a lot of stuff done when I was a bit younger when we used to run these campaigns. But like I do remember a lot of time being lost to infighting, like deliberately like 2 or 3 characters who just sort of seem to have made it their business to just try and kill each other all the time. And the DM would usually just use some excuse to bring them back to life. So it was really like perpetuating the like the arguments. But like I can remember doing things like wrapping a wand in a magic cloak and standing within the magical enchanted doorway of a magic shop, and then just like snapping the wand to try and cause like a massive explosion. I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, I'm here for the chaos.
So
I
that
think
was going to be my question. How do you do you enable and sort of guide the story, or are you the type of DM that likes to sort of like some DMs? It is them fighting against the players, or are you just like I want to facilitate your bizarre fantasy?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I think the best experience I've had playing D&D and the best experience I've had being a DM for D&D is just kind of letting the players, like, do what they want within reason, but also, like, making it very clear that, like, there will be in-game consequences. Like, if they take things too far, like, you might get a bounty on you, or you might, like, someone might come up and like give you cursed items, or just someone might secretly pretend to be your friend for a long period of time of the campaign and stab you in the back at a critical juncture. Like, I the thing I like to see is the creativity for players, and it really helps me be creative as well, because I'm just like, okay, they wanna go wild. How wild can I make this for them? And there was something for one of the campaigns that I'm currently running that I haven't had a chance to actually do yet, which I'm really sad about. But it'll come into play at some point. I had the idea of like having a almost like someone becoming like a friend, a confidant, or maybe something even more. And but they're also being part of like a secret group that have been very much against like the usage and the idea of just like rampant magic being around. Because like the thing is, the idea of atheism doesn't really work in D&D, but you can still really have like the anti-magic folk.
Well, actually, right, there was this game called it's not came out sort of fairly recently called Dread Delusion. It's like a kind of like a very cheap sort of like budget indie Skyrim type thing, and it's quite bizarre. Um, it's quite bizarre, right? Here you go. In its aesthetics, but the point here is that you were saying about like atheism, whatever. In this game, they've killed their gods or something like that.
Oh hell yeah!
And they kill their gods, and then like, but there's some commentary here on like the fact that even though the gods have been defeated and sort of like cast out as an idea, like basically shit has gone so bad that people have started praying to the gods again. It's just a weird. And the guy who made it, I looked at his page. He's one of his other games that he did was this quick game called Slavoj Žižek Dress Up Simulator. So it's like, I quite like his vibe.
Oh no! Fantastic.
I played quite a lot of it, and it's very like it is very cool. Like it's kind of like clunky, but like it's good. It's probably quite cheap, but it's weird, and yeah, there's this idea of like they just like killed their gods, like
I
deliberately.
really like that idea as a notion. That would
So,
be a lot of
so,
fun.
so that's what I think I was sort of getting at, because you said about working in a D&D setting. It's like, well, the atheist, maybe you just make them as like, because you can. I'm guessing you could, within Forgotten Realms or whatever setting, you could technically kill a god. I mean, gods are in the monstrous manual, which suggests that if they've got stats, then I can beat them. So I assume so.
Yeah, no, I think I do forget about that as a notion. There's a little bit of like fun experimentation I can certainly do. Um, but yeah, I think at the moment, yeah, no, basically, I'm just going to spend a lot of time this week just trying to figure out like the setting and just like where I want you all to start. There are some very, very fun and interesting campaigns out there. Well, I'm not going to make you do Waterdeep Dragon Heist because that is the one that I'm doing for 2 other groups from work, and I already know that one. So there's some really fun ones out there. But I do like the idea of just like having some weird and wacky adventures. Um, Pulling through. There was one that I've kind of been interested in that one of my players mentioned. So I'll have a look at that and just I'll ping something over to you three over the next couple of days because I am so excited and I'm with also just like the good amount of sleep and not
Yeah.
having work the next day. Like this is I'm just like I'm ramping up the energy. It's just I'm feeling like I don't know if any of you have seen Men of Steel yet, but like there was like there when he gets dragged back to his fortress of solitude and then he has like a giant magnifying glass of just like the sun's like rays like put on him. Like that's how I'm feeling. I'm just like I'm absorbing the creative energy. I'm just like I'm feeling better. But yeah, I am excited.
Sounds like a very wholesome way to spend a week.
Oh, absolutely. And because I'll be cleaning my office, Lucy got me a pumpkin spice candle for my birthday, and I'm so excited to light it. But my set like I don't feel like I have the right to light
Oh,
it until my office is clean. So that's what I'm saving it for.
So you've been
I
a good boy.
love that you've got
Exactly.
like secret basic white girl tendencies.
It's so nice. And it smells
So happy.
so nice. But yes, um, I cannot beat the white girl allegations. Unfortunate to say, um,
I'm
but yes, I
gonna
didn't
see
real.
you in some like skinny jeans and Ugg boots with like a long beige scarf come autumn.
No UGG boots, but I'm well past my skinny jeans era. Um,
Yeah, I can't
Unfortunately,
fit in mine anyway.
yeah.
I
It's
once,
just all running. Oh, sorry, I need to get the door.
okay,
Be
I once went to Rocket in Camden, and I bought these jeans, and they had been like Rocket used to like take things in and like alter them and then sell them on. So they've been altered to be extra skinny, and they were like a leotard
Oh
basically.
my gosh.
And I put them on. I was like, I'm really not sure about this because I've got quite sort of like thin chicken legs anyway, given like my fat belly. And I mean, I was younger then anyway, but like I was like, oh god, but the fucking woman in there, like, kind of basically convinced convinced me that like it was cool, and so I was just like, oh okay, and then I got them home and I just sort of, I just knew,
Was less convinced.
I just knew that I was never gonna wear them again. I was like, oh fucking hell.
I had some from Top Man when I was in uni that were basically like Iron Maiden style.
Right.
They called them jeans, but I guess they were basically like almost leggings, really. They were just, yeah, I didn't wear them much. I put them on and I thought, oh, I feel a bit weird. Like, not in a good way. That is a truly terrifying image.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
You just like whack an insane pink filter over the top of stuff when you're done.
Well, it's got like a picture of flames in front of it, but then we've got the. For example, let's
blood.
let's merge these down.
What's the software you're using?
Clip Studio Paint. So it's the one that like people use for like manga and stuff, but obviously I am not. Okay. So then then it goes underneath the these sort of layers of jazz. This is a very riveting part of the podcast. But technically there's video of this, but I'll be fucked if I can be bothered to pick that out. To edit. It's just one shot only. Where did he say he was going?
You got to answer the door. I'll be back.
Now, do I cut all this out? Or is it just part of the avant-garde chaos? I think this is just half the fun. Hello. I think this is just half the fun. Just making...
Truly cursed images.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Wow, it's changed so much since I last saw it.
No, this is just the...
That guy's probably dead now.
What's that? Well, these people, yeah.
That guy's probably dead now.
Yeah.
Especially if he ate in Wimpies regularly enough to get photographs. So.
That was part of the payment. Free lifetime supply of Wimpies. And as
you can find one.
And his life force was bound to Wimpies, like in some sort of like 80s supernatural horror film. And as each Wimpy slowly shut down across the UK, like there was a
like slowly weakened.
There was a picture of him in a little loft somewhere that just was fading away until eventually one day he
every
just
time
like,
a Wimpy closes.
Yeah, he Thanos'd out. Now he's like. Now he's
An
like
appendage turns into a bender.
Well, yeah. But now it's like
benders for legs, benders for arms, bender fingers.
It's making me think of like Terry Pratchett's Small Gods or something like. There's still one or two in the UK. So there's like the whisper, the promise of like whoever we're talking about. Anyway, that's.
Then was there anyone exciting at the door?
No, it's just Lucy's brother. The boiler has stopped working at Lucy's mum's house, so he just came over to like give a quote and stuff like that. But yeah,
I suddenly didn't have any water yesterday morning. Came back eventually, but a bit weird.
Did you just go run and check the internet and go, "Oh, thank God"?
Well,
I can do without the water, but I can't have no internet.
Yeah, as long as the internet's on. I immediately messaged my neighbours asking if they had water, and they were like, "No, we don't have it either." I was like, "Oh well, it's not just me then." And then I went back to sleep until someone else dealt with it.
Yeah,
that is terrifying. Are either of you two going to get Borderlands 4?
I think I've got Borderlands 3 and possibly 2 in my library that I've not yet played. I have tried to play 1 at some point. I think it was 2. And it's not like I don't. I think I found it slightly clunky feeling as a first-person shooter after having played so much Destiny 2. It just felt very...
fair. 4 feels a lot like, I think they've taken a lot of cues from Destiny, like the jumping is a lot like more gliding and double jumping and stuff like that, and they've basically put sparrows in it, so that's pretty good fun.
Oh, good.
But I only played it for a bit on Friday evening, so I'm not really giving it like a full crack of the whip yet.
Is it a live service thing now then, or is it like a paid purchase?
No, it's your like a standard paid purchase.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I don't think I've actually played a Borderlands game.
There you go. I've got Borderlands 2.
I didn't play the third one, but apparently it was wank, and
I felt like
4 is like low-key an apology for it.
Loads of people really like it. Stuff. Apparently, it's only 7.82 gigabytes required for this.
That's not bad.
That seems like how.
2 was really good fun, to be fair.
Is it like a?
Not
2012.
This might be a slightly either controversial or a slight disappointment thing, but I used to really, really, really be like in the train of thought. We're just like, I really like having games, just buying them and kind of quote unquote owning them. But recently, like when there have been games that have just coming out, like really, really good games all at the same time, and I'm just like, then suddenly Game Pass looks really nice, because I'm just looking at Game Pass now, right? And it's got Silk Song on it, which I not to like kind of like yuck someone's yum. I have Hollow Knight on Steam. Very, very good game. Haven't completed it. I think the scope of it is just like overwhelming, so I never really tried.
Metroidvanias do my fucking nutting. Just the moment that I lose a bit of too much progress, which is strange because I like playing roguelites where it's like, maybe it's just because it's very much like, oh, you're gonna lose. Where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like baked into the...
I get lost in them, and it always feels like, oh, the last save point was too. Like, I think I prefer it if it was operated a bit more like it was something like Skyrim, where you can just drop down a quick save. That's why I feel like when I play back through Super Metroid, it never feels like a bother because I'm obviously I'm playing an emulator, so therefore I have save states, and you can just I'm going to save it before this room.
Everything's a save room.
It was the whole kind of like something to do with the way my brain works. It would be the whole save points would get on my tits because you'd have to keep redoing bits, you keep dying, and just in general the whole kind of like backtracking through stuff. Like I do sometimes I do appreciate it when actually you're not given as much freedom as you think you have, and you're kind of like steered towards the path. Like, so that I suppose that's more for me, but that's just like helps me to like keep focused enough to finish a game or a story. But
Ian, have you played South
I
of Midnight?
am very pro linearity.
I haven't played South of Midnight, but I am also pro linearity. I think like that fucking, what was it, the Avowed, it like you could kind of wander around a little bit and aimlessly at the sides, but you kind of got funneled down the right kind of path, and you just fucking got on with it. And as a result, I actually finished it, and therefore I enjoyed it rather than like if I'm given too much space. Like, I've never finished any Skyrim or any like Bethesda game, because apart from, I guess, like Elder Scrolls Online, but that's because your only purpose was to get to that level and then grind out more hero levels and stuff, and so I got to that. That's fine. But like in terms of like, oh, have you played the story from? I was like, no, I haven't played the story from Skyrim, because as soon as I knew I could just run off in a direction and like use my dragon shout to knock people off the top of mountains and stuff, I just like, it becomes almost like medieval GTA. It's like I'm too distracted by all the random shit that I can do.
Yeah, open world does not work well with ADHD, and I think that's why I like sort of a hipster indie walking simulator stuff, because it's literally telling you what to do.
Yeah, or if if there is games like things like Dragon's Dogma as well, like I like that, you can. It always makes it very easy and knowable where you've got to go next in order to continue the story. And so, like, I could, and then also I like with those kind of games, it's sort of like it allows me to also play into canon as well, because I feel like if this is the truth, like in Dragon's Dogma, apparently I've got to fucking defeat this dragon to get my heart back or some such bullshit.
Oh.
But and so the point being is that it's like, well, thematically, my character wouldn't give a shit about stopping to do a side quest. He'd be like, no, I've got one thing.
Yeah,
I got
bigger things to
I got one thing on my mind. I just got to get the things I need in the order I need them, so I can go and fucking have a tear up with the dragon. And maybe I should play that game again, although it did get right on my tits. But like, I did a video on that, like an early video. It was the first video I did that like took. Like it was like an hour long, and the microphone was terrible. And
I don't think I ever played Dragon's Dogma.
I really enjoyed it because it's got that Capcom je ne sais quoi. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's very. It has that.
There's like a funness in the mechanics with Capcom stuff.
And I kind of like low-key loved, I mean, like, by all means, go and watch my video where it has the sort of, there was footage in there of me with the kind of like, I can't remember what they call it, but like you have your followers. So it's a little bit like Dragon Age Origins, like you're control, but you're not really controlling these. These kind of run around with you. And some of their pathing's quite fucked up, and there's like one part of the video where I need to go downstairs, but like I need to take this one healer with me, and every time I run down the thing, for some reason this healer runs back onto the roof, and so every time I get to the bottom of the stairway, you realise she hasn't come down. I've got to run back up, and as a result, it happens 3 times, and I'm going, I'm losing my mind. Please, just like fucking come with me. And the pathing just won't go, and it just goes fucked up. And then by the end, I lost because like the person that we were supposed to be trying to get to in time just got completely filled in by goblins. So yeah. Anyway, it's my one criticism of that game is that when you're running through like the open world to get to the next thing, you get fucking ambushed by packs of wolves like every couple of steps, and I was like getting so angry at just like why. And each one, it's not like they're hard, but they're also a bit of a slog, like slightly spongy, and they don't exactly move in really predictable ways. So like they're just irritating enough. And I was just like, there literally cannot be these many wolves. I guess it was to like just to slow down your progress.
Yeah,
because I don't think you can actually kind of like just run away from it. But either which way, they had loads of really good like set pieces with the like the fighting griffins and cockatrice and all sorts of weird things. But I'd be interested to play the second one. But because I did that sort of thing where I was like, oh, the second one's coming out, so why don't I play through the first one? And by the time I got through the first, I was like, I'm done with this. I know that the game is essentially like the second version of this. I can't be doing with like fucking doing that again. So at some point I'll go back to try number 2. But yeah,
I still need to try Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, I don't think I've ever played any of the Assassin's Creed games.
I was just about to say, on Game Pass, there's Assassin's Creed Mirage. Is Shadows the new one? I thought Mirage was the new one. I don't know anything, but
there's always a lot more than I expect.
Well, if you look
here, as I say, I need to try it. I didn't actually like. Well, I didn't dislike them, but I never found them particularly like captivating. Or
I feel like I would like this Odyssey one a lot more, like kind of like a Roman whatever. I'm not so
Oh, they
sure
did
I'm
that
too
one.
bothered by. Can you see my screen? They got there's 4 of them
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Don't know how into Vikings I am. I feel like everyone's gone mad for Vikings recently.
That's not untrue. I I need to I need to premise this by saying that like this is like the peak brain rot that I'm currently having, and I don't really know how to like describe it appropriately. So I'm just gonna have to use like internet culture terms and stuff like that. So recently, there's been like this really funny like online trend of like people are really into watching. Oh, was it HBO or was it someone else? One of the network television series, Dexter, and people have have really taken a liking to one of the characters named Sergeant Dokes, who, if you haven't watched it before,
He's the
always
big black
suspected
dude.
something's wrong. Yep. It just really suggests like unsure of Dexter, thinks something's wrong with him, can't prove it.
Have you seen it all anyway, or is
Yeah.
this your first time watching?
No. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I want to watch the new series or reboot or
Yeah.
sequel. I don't know what it is. But also it kind of plays into what I'm talking about now. People have been using like a screen grab of like Dokes looking at someone suspiciously,
Yeah,
and they're just like, "There's something here, but I can't
Oh.
prove it yet."
that's the new
And like,
meme.
Mhm.
yeah, but like this is how I feel about like how do I put this with the love of like the Viking image and like the history and the culture. It's like part of me, it's just like when people start talking about Vikings so much, I'm just like, what are you really? And like there isn't
Oh,
part of me. Like, there's like some small part of me that's kind of like, is there some type of like,
I'm sure, Ben, there would be not too much distance to travel to find some overlap or crossover with like fucking Nordic
White
shit and
supremacy.
being a white supremacist.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah?
you're probably not wrong. I don't know necessarily if that is
I told you it was
No,
unhinged.
it's
always,
definitely a red flag. I think any like if a guy has Norse tattoos,
especially if
I'm like,
they're not, if they're not
potentially a
Swedish.
racist.
If they're not Swedish
Yeah.
and they're in America or something and they're
Uh,
banging on about, then
don't
that's
like
pretty.
this.
I think that's pretty much like a done sort of like, you know, you could just take that as
I would be more surprised if they weren't white supremacists at that point. It'd be
yes,
like a nice surprise to find out a guy with a Norse tattoo wasn't like a raving, insane racist.
yes. So yeah. So what was the occasion? Sorry.
I was just I was just thinking just like when you were talking about like how there's been like a really big uptick into like Viking and like
Oh yeah.
that type of thing. It's like not just like, is that what the wider audience wants to see and
I
discuss?
just think of like Vikings on TV, like games. Like it seems that God of War did the whole Viking thing, and not long after it,
Mm.
Assassin's Creed did their Viking thing. Like, I feel like maybe we've gone just past that now. Like, I don't know what the new era du jour is.
Me neither.
Maybe it will just be basically dictated by things like what's it called, Expedition 33, giving us that kind of like what period. I'm not very good with this kind of like I deal in broad blocks like high fantasy, medieval shit, and then there's this whole period of when people started wearing fancy clothes. But like it could
Yeah.
be 13th, 14th, 15th,
Thanks for
16th. They were wearing fancy goddamn clothes, all
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
And so I'm always a bit like, oh, actually, was that like 16th century, 14th century? I don't know. There's a period between which people weren't just wearing like if I see people wearing like medieval peasant costumes and then suits of armor, you're like, okay, this is what, like, medieval or something. But, like, other than that, a whole lot of, like,
Yeah, it's like
really
post medieval.
there was a whole lot of really cunty fashion started happening. There was, like, by today's parlance, you know, there was at several different times in every single, like, year, someone was serving up some mad cunt with like ruffs and fucking bits and pieces, bodices and all sorts. Like, I don't know. It's hard. I just find it very hard to distinguish between, you know, dress senses and the various centuries or whatever. What a curse. what a detriment to me.
Yeah. I just have so much that I can really explore now, just with a week off. I think I will.
I just think, have you seen Step Brothers? All I think is Ben is like how Ben's got so much more room for activities now.
Literally though.
But mentally, Ben is look, there's so much more room for activities.
It's just, yeah, no, genuinely, it's so true, because now I'm like, oh my gosh, I could stay up till midnight and just like write some stuff, and I won't feel guilty about it like in the morning.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I thought you was going to say, you know, I was going to say, yeah, I'm going to do that anyway. I've got stuff to do, but I know that I'm going to bungle it slightly. Maybe like wake up at midday a few times. Old school, slovenly.
Hey, I'm here for it. I've done that a couple of times in the last couple of years, and it's just like, it took me out. But like, there was something really freeing about it, not gonna lie.
I've never been a person that's found it difficult to free himself from, like, you know, society's perception of what I should or shouldn't be fucking doing. Like I said, well, actually, look at the time. Uncle Mackie's got to go to Waitrose to buy some cheese to snack on. So we'll wind this up in a minute. But what was you saying, Ben? Just bring me back to the topic quickly.
I was just gonna say, yeah, there are quite a few games and stories that I will have the time to read. I'm really excited about like Assassin's Creed. That looks like a lot of fun. Really excited to write the
Assassin's Creed. That's how we got off.
Yeah. But also, curiously, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is a thing. A is a thing, and B is on Game Pass. So as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna give it 10 minutes, give it a go, and see what it looks like. So I'll report back.
I loved the Tony Hawk's games.
I did, but I was a 1 and 2 kid, I think.
Yeah,
I was a 1 and 2 lad. 3 and 4 seemed like I was probably, I don't know what I was doing by then. When did they depart massively from like the first couple?
I could not tell you.
Didn't one of them go to
underground
like, open world?
Like, carry your skateboard around. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think I played Underground. I think Underground is the one that I played.
I must admit that open world type shit, like that's the thing that put me off of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
6. I was like, give me more ways of playing this without having to fucking run between. You know what I mean? It's like, it's all very funny. The first couple of times seeing my like dude with like the tiny hips, the massive shoulders, go mincing through like town or whatever. But like once that's happened a few times, it's like, I just want to fight.
Fair.
Like all good warriors.
Cool.
It's weird because like Sunday doesn't feel like Sunday today. Because obviously I'm not at work tomorrow. But it does mean that next Sunday is going to be like a mega Sunday.
Yeah, like Power Sunday. Yeah.
Next Sunday's gonna be like fucking waking up after a fucking crack cocaine binge or something in like a seedy motel and just like there's too many things to deal with. Probably not. I feel like I've kind of like I feel like I basically booked nothing for work. It just seems to have worked out that way that there's like whatever. I don't know. Who cares? Who fucking cares? All right, anyway.
Yes, quite.
Yeah, I've got to go Waitrose. I feel like I'm gonna eat. Have you ever had like it's like a soft cheese and it's got like almonds, crushed almonds on it, and pineapple.
Oh my god. Oh no, but that is like the most Waitrose of all cheeses.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not too sure what. I feel like I need another cheese. I haven't had good cheese for a while. We just have like
I like cheese a lot.
we just have the mild cathedral cheese slices, but I feel like I want to get something with some flavour. What's
A fancy Hans cheese.
how do you get on with the Gary or like the fake cheese or do you
Like it's fine,
are you
but there's not like
do you get like vegan hard cheese or do you like you not worry about animal rennet so much? Or like how strict are the rules here? Because they are different between vegetarian, vegan.
yeah, it tends to I'll just get whatever a vegan cheese is. Yeah, basically that.
What about Christmas? We have a bit of cheese at Christmas. Oh, is there no bend to the rules? Are you flexible?
Oh god, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not like die hard about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheese, man.
It is my
Very
greatest
proud.
weakness.
All right, well, maybe we should just leave it there. That cheese is everything, but only in moderation.
Right, yeah. All
Don't-
cheese is in moderation.
Don't go fucking mental on cheese, kids.
There you go. Advice for calm down with the cheese.